teams have performed, or like the fact of lack of information we don't necessarily know, but that's why the game's being played in front of your screen to find out.
Well, Knack will have the first decent look at the net, trying to keep this in the zone for Young Clips. Doesn't quite get there. And, well, here goes Washington State trying to score early. They do not. Hey, nobody gave up a goal in the first 20 seconds, so at least we got that going for us. Gumbel out for Knack. Gumbel tried to center again. He's got Young waiting. Knack also kind of lurking around midfield, but Ari's got the clear. They just didn't get that ball out far enough. We'll see now if Washington State can break out of the zone and get anything going of their own.
Washington State, yeah, just keeping an eye on them and how they move, but also Gumbel as well, sporting that finish, trying to move downfield to see if he can set something up on his own end. This one, so far, scoreless in the first minute. You love to see it, but would not be surprised on how this one ends up going, as we see James at least get a piece of that ball, although record a shot, but it'll go the other way as KS State trying to move downfield. Wait.
This is into an open net. No, it goes off the post, but finally James will score. It was always kind of a 50-50 whether or not that was going to stay inside the line. It did stay out, but nobody could react to it. James right there to clean it up on the doorstep.
James picking up the first goal here. Open net, so to speak. That one almost rolling in on its own. Now KS State will have to force one, but they actually almost got one off that pinch. It did go just a little bit off target. Here's the pass. Shot blocked. It's James coming up here big on defense this time.
Oh, there is nobody back if Young can get to this. Oh, what a bump by Knack to make sure nobody does, and we're tied.
Yeah, this is a big bump. It happens off ball, but you can see Knack turn there. He's going for a bump that leaves that net wide open. Team play, equalizer. We're back tied up.
Young ties us up. Let's see what Ocean has on the kickoff here. He delayed a little bit, but it goes right to Knack. Knack got this center for Young, but he doesn't turn on it. Gumby now. Did he have a flip coming from the ceiling? He didn't, and he couldn't get anywhere near it anyways. Young now still does have Knack downfield, and we're seeing Kansas State kind of hanging around in the offensive zone a little bit. Maybe trying to get somebody downfield in behind the defense. Ari trying to make them pay for it. It's only 1 against 2. Ari couldn't get a shot off. James throws one up. Gumby's got to clear it, and he does, with Ocean bearing down on him.
Great clear out, but the pressure's still on as WSU, again, just trying to set this one up for another goal chance. Ocean, will he be able to get it through? No, that's a good touch from Knack. Trying to pass things out here, but hold on. James almost found a way to thread the needle off the back wall. Ari follows through, but again, will not fall. I love what I'm seeing here from the offense from WSU, but same can be said for the defense of KS State. Almost a chance there. Knack up. Flip reset. No, won't get it, James. We'll push that back into midfield.
Final 2 minutes of game 1. Back and forth they've gone. Plenty of good opportunities to go around. 5 shots actually on target for the Wildcats. Maybe about to get their 6th if they can turn things around here, but instead it's Wazoo on the attack. James setting up Ari. Good stop there made by Young. They're without Ocean now. If K-State can get downfield, Young, backboard for Gumby, just off the mark. And another big clear from Washington State. That's a great touch by Young to slow them down enough.
This one getting more and more closer. Demo comes out. The Farm Boys again trying to set something up. They are trying to push through Washington State. But that one will roll all the way across, off the backboard. Knack, no! James there with the clear. It'll go towards Ocean, but with a minute remaining. This one's been tight. Ocean double straight to James, but it's cleared the other way. Will Ari get there in time? Yes! Knack will take the lead off of a defensive stop.
This never stays inside the dotted line. It even had a little spin, sending it left, but it just straightened out and Ari couldn't catch up to it. And that is how the Farmer Boiz take a 2-1 lead.
Now, Washington State will have to pull things together here. You hate to see those roll into the net. Meanwhile, Farmer Boiz trying to build up this small lead that they've gotten, or at least hold on to it for the next 40 seconds or so. It'll be a true test of whether or not Washington State can get a breakout play. They've got to tighten the rotation up. Ocean has to come up with a save there.
Well, mentality is everything in games like this. The worst thing Washington State can do is just turtle up and make sure they don't make the same mistake. They've got to be aggressive now with 25 seconds. Ocean with a good pop over one, but Young is right there. They're scrambling just a little bit. Washington State can take advantage, but they don't have Ari after that demo by Knack, and his physical play has been a nightmare for the Cougars.
Now in the final seconds of this game, it's looking like it's going to be all KSU. There'll be a chance here for a 0-second play, but you need that perfect execution. All the way downfield, no one there to follow it up, and KS State will take game one.
Kansas State. Wildcats get the better of the Cougars in game one, and they did it with kind of fortuitous attacks. And you know what? It's a long season. You got to play a lot of games against a lot of teams. You got to get a little lucky to win in this kind of setting sometimes. And it worked out for Kansas State. And just by virtue of creating more opportunities, they gave themselves a chance. They kind of created their own luck. Washington State came alive at the end. I think this could go the distance. I don't think we've seen the best out of either team just yet. And that is something to be excited about.
At this point, when we load up game two, you bring up a great point, right? Washington State have the ability, from what we've seen, to be able to set up some really good scoring opportunities, but it's about execution. We'll see if they can execute in game two.
Ocean didn't get the touch he wanted, but the ball still got through. Nobody else was on the other side for it. So Knack will take over for K-State. This goes all the way across. It is Ari's ball all the way, but came off the wall very awkwardly, and nobody there for that centering attempt for Motion anyways. Knack had to avoid a demo. Turns into kind of a pinch shot with Gumbel. And now Young will just roll this through. Saw Knack coming over, and I wonder if that's why he started to turn off. Now Knack, throw one out to the corner, try to win the possession game. Get one in front, but James has a big booming clear, and Gumby missed on it, so this is gonna go in.
Ocean, big redirect here. Like you said, a miss from Gumby, and look at that, full faith there from Ocean that one was getting through. Washington State picked one up early here to get game two started their way.
And Kansas State answering, oh, how about this little fake kickoff? And as is so often the case, just nobody makes it look even half as good as Flipside did back in the day. But you like the effort. Could kind of blow up in their face, though, as the ball never even made it back to midfield. And Kansas State almost got back on the attack.
Wait, James.
James.
I thought he had something there.
So did I.
You know, that's the third fake kickoff we've seen today. There was two in the last series. They never go as planned. You want to see it either successful one way or the other, just because you expect some goal to be scored after a risky kickoff, but when everyone just kind of fumbles in the midfield, it's not pretty. But this one from Knack, he catches that one, doesn't fumble the ball, actually puts that one in.
3 unassisted goals for the Wildcats in this series. That's all of them. They've just been booming clears into a net. Hey, sometimes you just throw the ball downfield, maybe something good happens. And it has for the Wildcats. Knack flies over this, and Ari barely got there on the recovery.
There's something about having too much faith in the opponent. And I think that was what Washington State had going for them on that one. They just honestly expected another touch from Knack, and he faked the entire squad, almost got away with it, but the recovery came through in time. Washington State honestly need to take this to the Farmer Boiz, not play from behind, because that's the case right now, and it's the reason why you see KS State with the control here. Even with a triple commit, they're able to keep that possession and move downfield.
Ocean, oh, he hit Ari on his way back, and that's a loud second goal to retake the lead.
And look at that, Washington State University get a goal off a transition. The Hellfire goal explosion coming alive, and so is the offense. There are two big transition plays for Washington State.
This is loose for Young, and Knack was there as well, but he could not get the pop to get by Ocean. Ari's downfield again, but this time Gumby stops him. Young whiffs on the shot. Would have gone right into an open net if he had touched it. Now Knack setting one up for Gumby. This will be kept in the zone. Somebody's got to go, and Ocean had to wait because he had to worry about contact. Still made the save. Washington State's got to break this pressure quickly because Kansas State is all over them right now, just threatening to score. Young up against Ocean, and Ocean just got a piece. It's enough to get rid of this ball and kind of dispel the threat, at least for now.
Yeah, for now. You are starting to see that pressure mount, though, over time. Look at this, KS State just trying again, and they're able to easily transition here. Washington State right now playing from behind, even though they have the lead, they're stuck on their own half. They are struggling to get this out the zone.
Right there for Gumby to take as he calls off Young. Doesn't mean he doesn't have anything to worry about, but now you do have something to worry about. James, no. Ari, yes!
And look at that bump play from Washington State right at the perfect time. James takes out the defender. Gumby, see you later. That one rolls in for Ari. It's now a 2-goal lead for Washington.
Uphill battle now for the Wildcats, who, again, have not scored by any benefit of a team play whatsoever. 3 unassisted, and Gumby's demo almost opened things up, but Ari got there just in time. Now Young for Gumby, no, as Ocean throws this way downfield, and a big sigh of relief from Washington State. They repel that attack, but now they're right back at it. Knack has Young helping him out, going right after Ari. Gumby's shot's blocked away. Wildcats not backing down here at the end of game 2, but this big clear by Ari could be a dose of their own medicine. All Knack can do is get it out to the corner. Ari's already there waiting. James has to take over. Just nothing doing, though. They cannot get that ball in front and deliver the knockout blow they're looking for in game 2 until now.
And it's Ari with the hat trick. Once again, the shooter for the Wildcats. And look at that. You hear it roar just like the goal. Great shot. Great pass from Ocean. Wildcats come alive in game 2.
4-1 the advantage. A great response after a game that I'm sure the Cougars have to feel kind of got away from them there in game 1. Came away empty-handed with far fewer opportunities than they would have liked. Knack. It's going to be whipped on by Ocean. At least there's a chance if K-State can get a goal right now, give themselves a chance at a couple kickoff goals. Doesn't look like it's to be, though, as Washington State's got the clamps put down on them now. This goes out, but nobody else is breaking out for the Wildcats, and Washington State will continue this slow bleed at the end of game 2. Ocean is just chilling on the K-State backboard, just like, y'all see me, right? Did he even move? No, he didn't. No. He just stayed back there the whole time.
At this point, he knows the game's over. That's pretty much what that is.
True.
He lets you.
That's disrespect. Well, if you're K-State, you can't stand for that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, they are up on this series as well. This is not WSU taking the lead. This is a tied up series, but they definitely seems like they might have some confidence here as this one will come to a close. We'll definitely see what this game 3 looks like, but for now, Forbidden Temple goes to the Washington State Wildcats.
I feel like a statement was made at the end of game 2, and I want to see what the clapback is from K-State. Let's see if they come right back at them and pour it on early. He just stopped playing like, nah, no problem. Game's over.
You talk about Ocean as well. Besides that, he had some really good performances when it came down to, the majority of that game 2. He set up a lot. He was on top of the scoreboard for a while until Ari decided to just shoot lights out. So, I mean, there's so many big names here that we've seen come up for Washington State. It's been really good, but don't sleep on the Farmer Boiz here. Gumbel, Knack, and Young have shown that they can really put the pressure on, and they've done that. They did it in game 1. They just fell shy of the mark in terms of being able to execute on offense in game 2.
By the way, that goal in garbage time, the first assisted goal for K-State in the series. Go figure. Ari's got a big clear for Ocean to go after, but Knack is right there at midfield. Kansas State, maybe get a little interference from Gumby. No, he just could not find anybody to take off the field. Ocean was demolished, but Ari's going to juke out Knack, go over another, but there is Gumby at the back to make the stop.
This space given for Washington State, but hold on, Farmer Boiz trying to move downfield here as well. Knack, no, he'll leave it for Young. And Young tried to play that through, but ends up giving up possession. Now, chance here. Oh, Ocean fake challenge, and Knack can pick it up. You saw, I almost made a
I've never seen a fake challenge work that well. He had his man pre-jumping. Wow.
He said, I just wanted the boost. He didn't even touch the ball. Knack had to bail him out.
Oh, demolition on Ocean, but Knack has kind of made a mess out of this side of the corner. Does not give possession away to Ari, but Ocean is right there. A little low on gas, so Gumby will get the clear. Trying to get around James. Just throwing it to the back wall, hoping he's got a teammate to help. Doesn't need one!
Gumby with the read, or Gumbald, I'm sorry. Look at this pickup. Waits for the bounce. And just an easy float into the net. Not the fanciest goal, but it's just enough to put the KSU Cougars in the lead.
Well, they have been very strong at the start of every game in this series, even though Washington State decidedly got the better of them in game 2. Young, beaten out by Ari, but now Knack. Got one down in front. That's cleared away by Ocean, but not out of the zone. Gumby's right there, setting up Young. Ari's got to get this away, and only threw it right down the middle. Gumby was waiting for it. Now Young, gonna try to center again, and that's a great stop by James. But Ari actually keeps us in the zone, and it could be trouble now for Washington State.
Now Ocean,
never mind.
Ocean in the back end here, and Ocean's been a bit quiet here, but he tried to get a pass out. Still pressure here for Washington State. Ari will steal the boost. We'll have to come up here to push that mid towards Ocean. They want to keep that pressure on right now. Demo to take out Knack. Looking for another demo. That ball's in midfield, but no one there. James was late. Gets demoed. Open net opportunity, and guess what? Knack will bank the shot. The Cougars have a 2-goal lead.
And this is the answer after Ocean was just chilling on the back wall at the end of game 2. Just not giving them any time of day at all. 2 goals there. A little kind of a mini Cookser pinch. Oh, like Cookser Jr.? No?
No.
All right. No? All right. I tried. Gumby trying to weave his way through the defense. Daz never gives me anything. It's fine.
I give you the honor of being in the same lobby. Shot goes in.
Knack?
Oh, weird. I mean, they're giving us the honor of looking at this tree. Look at KS State. Ocean, so much pressure, tried to play it up his own back wall, but played it right in the net. Who found the angle there? 3-goal lead. You said there was a statement made in game 2, Stacks, and KS State have had their response.
The Wildcats are all over Wazoo right now. Now Gumby again up to the backboard, and they have been living on the orange half of the field. Knack's thrown another one up in the zone that James has to burn a ton of boost to go after. Gumby down in front again, and not can afford to turn away. Hey, you got a 3-goal lead. You can play conservatively. Ball still ends up in the Washington State zone. Ari, he finally breaks through and looking to get the demo on Knack. He avoids that and makes the save as well. Boy, this is just absolutely one-sided here in game 3.
This point, oh man, they're chasing after the ball, looking for some sort of control, but they don't have it. Meanwhile, KS State is just playing around them. Another shot, oh, it's in! Hat trick from Knack as he's knacking up the goals.
Oh, this is great stuff. This is a player taking over a series right now. And Washington State's going to have one game to try and find an answer for Knack. He's got 5 goals, as many as Washington State has in this series.
Now, honestly, next time he hits a hat trick, I'm calling it a Knack trick. I think
there you go.
I like it.
We'll probably get there.
At this point, I mean, seeing the way that he's been playing and seeing just how KS State has been playing, they're looking good here in Game 3. What a response from them after, having not the best performance on Forbidden Temple. They're able to bounce back here on DFH. It's looked good. Final minute of gameplay, they're still putting on the pressure and still picking up the goals. That'll be another one for Knack as he gets his 4th.
He may get another one in this game. Everything he touches is turning to goal. 57 seconds to go. He's got 4 goals, and he doesn't show any signs of stopping. I mean, Washington State, eventually somebody's just got to be like tapping the ground, like, all right, I tap. It's over. We submit.
Ooh.
Ocean, okay. There's a good answer. That's how you break up a shutout. That is perfectly placed.
Young off the wall, and look at that. The flip cancel from Ocean, and still hits it with the butt of his car. Yeah, even Gumbo gave him a nice shot for that one. That was really good.
That was good. It's just, you kind of wish it came, 4 minutes ago, back when this was a game. It's not. Looking for another. Challenge won by the ball itself, thrown up top for James. And we're just on Knack watch at this point. He is way at the back. And he shows no signs of chasing a 5th or potentially 6th. Oh, maybe not. Now he's up, but it's Young who takes the shot, and Ocean makes the save. See, if he had given way to Knack, it'd be 6-1.
Yeah, well, maybe Knack is using all his goals, and you got to make sure to give some to the rest of the team. Spread them out.
So there you go. There you go. Thank you, Knack.
Double picks that one up. Great cut. Open net. And we're almost in Brazil territory here. We'll see what happens in the final 10 seconds, but we can assure you KSU will be putting this series on match point no matter what.
Yeah, Wildcats 1 win away from taking down Washington State. Boy, what a statement in Game 3. This goes wayward. One last chance, presumably. I mean, kind of go for the own goal, right? No? Okay, that's fine. No Brazil in Game 3, but we'll take it. K-State all over W State. And we go to Game 4. I don't know how you come back from that if you're Washington State. You talk about needing a short-term memory. Yeah, you gotta take that out of the equation, and then you still have to find an answer for Knack. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, shutting down Knack, something to pay attention to. Building off of a one goal that kind of came in when the game was already over. Again, another tough thing to do. At this point, you're looking at this being KS State trying to close this one out here in Game 4. And Washington State are going to have to battle back from a team that's just so fired up. One of the players, he only missed 1 shot, and he took 5 shots in a game.
Kind of shooting percentage you dream about. Oh, this is going to go in off the kickoff. And if it wasn't already a tough enough task, you're already playing from behind.
And this was the moment Dazwin saw his predictions go away. Well,
hey, you and me both. 4 seconds. K-State in front. All right, Washington State's got to show signs of life here. Ocean. And win this challenge, but he needs some help. Oh, James just throws that way off to the corner. That is not where he wanted that ball to go. Got to have that on target. At least challenge the defense. Ocean is. Ari, just a little slow, but James is there.
James.
It is open for him, and he put it wide.
He tried to go for the double. Did not work out. So now this ball will go the other way. James, he got back to it. He got back to it. Clear downfield. Ocean will help out. But
it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
He got there. That's what's important. James gets bumped, and Young will be able to get this downfield uncontested as KS State they are looking to, hold on to their lead and also try to expand on it. Washington State, they got to get it together here. Fresh 5 minutes off the clock, but like you said, it's going to be tough shaking off that last game.
Ocean going to be a little slow to this. There is Knack again. They're without Ari. Man advantage for the Wildcats, and they can't take advantage of it. And off the respawn, Washington State players still getting bumped around, and not necessarily by blue cars. Now it's Knack waiting patiently. Young waiting not so patiently. Gumby is right there as another one goes to the Washington State backboard. And again, the Cougars find themselves under immense pressure. Ocean trying to dribble out of danger, and they are lucky Young didn't get that shot on. Finally, James should be able to clear this and got a little help from Knack in the process.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge blunder in front of the net, and no one was able to honestly get things going, especially on KSU side, but they still have that 1-goal lead. Looking at rotations here from Washington State, if you're a fan, you're worried at this point. Things just seem not clear at all. Look at this, a double commit, but Ari does get the clear. That being said, they don't have any possession, any foothold, and Knack has a free touch, and that's a 2-goal lead.
All right, 1 down, 2 to go. My goodness. Yeah, James had to avoid the contact from Gumby. What is that now? 7 goals in the series for Knack. He is the one-man Wabash cannonball. Here's Gumby. His shot on is saved away by Ocean because he's not Knack. Only Knack's allowed to score these days. Ocean didn't get rid of this, but Ari will try. Knack is there, and that's a problem now for Washington State to deal with. Gumby again. He just never goes away, does he?
It's in front of that. It feels like Washington State is not used to the pressure here that we're seeing from the Farmer Boiz. Play out. Ari almost tried to get that in front. James, last man, goes up for that challenge. Very risky. Demo comes through. Knack, good challenge to play that off to the side. But James will be there to get a long clear. This will help out the team immensely as they are trying to still fight back. 2-goal deficit with 1:47 left.
Well, Young has popped this up, and Knack was coming up for it, so that's going to throw him back just a little bit. They'll be without Young. This is a chance for Washington State to get back in this game. Maybe get back in this series as well, but the shot sails high and wide. Gumby's got to clear over Ari. Got to bring it back in. That's a great first touch for a pass, but boy, look at all 3 members of K-State. They're up, but it doesn't turn into a triple commit. They all go up, somebody calls the others off, and then they can do this. Knack 1-on-1, and Ari does make the stop.
Good touch from Ari there. That was very risky, but they still keep this a 2-goal game. The problem, though, is, again, even with the ball on the other half of the field, they don't necessarily look set. Whoa! Laser, but bar down and out from James. That would have been a goal that they absolutely needed. Still, it'll get away from them.
And they can't take their foot off the gas, but they did. The ball just skips right through back into the Washington State end. And they have to go the length of the field, steal twice to get back into this series. Gumby looking for the power clear, but it goes right to Ocean. Good positioning initially. They've got to keep it on, though. Up high. Nobody goes up, but Gumby's there as it does come right down to him. Knack, he is up for this one. That'll slow things down even more. Opportunity for James to get him back in the game, and he does.
James with the goal. 17. That's the number. That's how many seconds are left here in the game. But you got to keep an eye on that moment. Good speed from James. He's going to need that speed here in kickoff because they only have 1 shot to make this work.
Kickoff does go the way of the Cougs. It is Ari bumping people at the back line. James waiting, but that's a good touch by Knack that throws off all of Washington State. Ari, good ball out. Ocean's there. It is up off the backboard, but Knack's going to get the clear. And this is eventually going to touch down. I don't think Ocean can possibly get there. He cannot. Eat him up. Eat him up. KSU takes it in 4.
And boom, there it is. KSU end up taking the series by honestly just out pressuring the Washington State Cougars. That was one that, you know, I definitely argued for, and I got to hold the L on that one, but respectfully so. The way KSU ended up playing and the way the Farmer Boiz honestly took control of that series, they earned that win.
They sure did. And yes, as I figured, Achieves, smartest man in the room. And he ain't even here.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. I knew as soon as I saw Achieves pick, I'm like, there's an L coming. I know
it. That's fair. That's honestly a fair point. But you gotta challenge.
It will never happen again. I promise.
That's facts.
Who am I kidding? It will happen again.
Everyone asking Achieves for his predictions going into the day. So what'd you pick?
Why did F. come to me instead of Achieves?
That's true. Honestly, we do need to get F. thoughts on this too, really quickly. But I mean, no, we don't. I could just talk to you for a little bit if you want to, Stacks.
Yeah. You know what? I like that plan better.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I feel like we had a good time here, especially from watching from both perspectives. You got to see a little bit of what Washington State could do, but you also got to see a lot of what the KSU State Farmer Boiz could pull off on their own end. That being said, it was all in good fun. Now let's throw it back, I guess, to F. to get his thoughts.